Hello everyone and welcome back to our stream. Hope everyone's doing okay today. Today's been a very busy, crazy day for me. Oh my god, I'm so tired already. Like there was just so much to do. Oh, so much to do. So many things. It was just like, wow. I spent a lot of today working on health insurance stuff. Actually did have some work. It's great. The last couple of days I've actually had, things to do for my job, actual work responsibilities, instead of just more onboarding, more training, stuff like that, which just felt really nice because then it's like, oh, I'm actually, doing the job that I was asked to do, and am being paid to do. It feels nice that I'm like doing my actual job responsibilities. But yeah, today was just so busy. Oh my god. Yeah. I'm tired. I am tired. Why is this not working? Hold on. There we go. So yeah, no, it was a crazy kind of day. And I have good, bad news. That makes sense? Bad, good news? I don't know how it works here. Huh. Basically, I figured out what to do. Well, I figured out more about health insurance stuff, and it's not good, but I have an answer, which is good. So that makes sense. Basically, one of the medications I'm on, I'm supposed to get an appointment every 3 months and then get blood work done every 3 months along with that, and then the prescription itself. And it was confusing me for a while as to whether I was expected to pay out-of-pocket costs for that. And the reason why it was confusing, in 2021 the government announced essentially rule clarification that this medication and all associated services around it needed to be covered at no cost to the patient, which means they even said no cost sharing, which quite literally in this context even means no copay, no deductible, nothing. It should be zero cost, free, totally free. But when I was talking to my insurance company about, hey, what plan do I pick? Here are the two different options. I'm trying to find out what saves me the most money. They were basically saying, well, no, it will count towards your deductible. You'll have to pay for, under one plan, I'll pay copays for pretty much everything, and then the lab work will go toward the deductible. And on the other plan, I have to pay everything out of pocket until I hit the deductible, and then copays, or it's 100% covered. So that's a totally different calculation right there. Come to find today, after finally talking to someone on the other end of this, that I was originally correct. I am not supposed to pay anything out of pocket. No deductibles, no co-payments, no co-insurance for this medication and all associated appointments and services around it, including the labs and the doctor's visits. However, in practice, a lot of the health insurance companies are just charging anyway. They're breaking the law, basically. And I was told, even when I talked to this person, that like the state AG called her last week and was talking about this. And so it's on someone's radar, but like I have to decide what health insurance to pick, and whether I have to pay for these services or not literally will be the deciding factor on which plan I pick. Because in one scenario, if I'm paying out of pocket, the the plan where I have to essentially pay out of pocket for everything until it hits the deductible saves me money in the long run. It saves me about $900 over the other plan. But if I don't have to pay for anything out of pocket, then the other plan where it's mostly co-payments, that saves me money. So it's like I'm just feeling pulled around here, and it's frustrating. And it's all because someone's breaking the law and it's not me. Like, shit. So like now my decision seems to be, do I just suck it up and deal with the fact that they're going to charge me until they get put in their place and go with the lower coverage plan or whatever it is in order to save money now? Or do I go with the higher coverage plan and when they send me a bill, fight them? Which at this point could mean state court. Like, so I still don't have health insurance. I mean, I will have health insurance. As soon as I select a health insurance plan, it is retroactive to my first date of hire. So, but in the meantime, and of course we can't go by without acknowledging today's big news, So, God save the Queen. The Queen is dead. Long live the king. Like, whoa. I knew it was I knew something was up as soon as Buckingham Palace released the statement that they were concerned about her health and that she was at Balmoral and comfortable. Those two phrases right there signaled something's wrong, because the palace never comments on the Queen's health unless it is clear that they need to. Like if she was at the hospital some kind of for something, like then they need to respond and reassure people like everything's fine, kind of a deal. So the only reason that they would comment on her health is if something was wrong. So something was wrong. And then I started seeing the family dropping everything they were doing and going up to Balmoral. That was sign number 2. And I'm like, something's going down. It's not good. It's probably not long at this point. But what really tipped the scales and what really told me it's not an imminent thing, it's already happened, was when it was reported that Harry and William were going up to Balmoral, but Meghan and Kate were not. Harry and Meghan happened to be in London for an event at the time. So it's kind of just luck and happenstance that they were so close by. But when it was revealed that basically just Harry and William were going, not their wives, that was like, oh, she's already passed, hasn't she? Because it's then no longer the family getting together to have a last goodbye. It's the firm coming together to discuss the future. And in this case, pledge allegiance to Charles. Which isn't something that the Duchess of Sussex and the Duchess of Cambridge need to be there for. So that is why that's how I figured it out when that happened, and knew that the official palace and BBC announcements were coming not that far afterward. But yeah, it's like, it's complicated. I do not like the idea and institution of the monarchy in a lot of ways, but I am not at all going to hide the fact that I have been and sometimes still am an Anglophile, and a big part of the reason for that is the British monarchy and nobility and my fascination with it and the pageantry of it, where that is definitely coming into conflict in this moment, because I'm going to be honest, I'm actually kind of surprised I'm not affected more about this than I really am, because it's fine. I'm more worried about what will happen in the next couple of weeks as England and all of the UK is suffering perhaps the biggest cost of living crisis that they've ever had. And the Conservative government and Liz Truss, the new PM, don't seem to be up to it. So it was already on shaky ground to begin with. Throw in that while people in the UK are deciding between eating and heating their homes, this is literally what's happening. I mean, there are grocery stores offering loans in order to pay for your groceries right now. It is really bad in the UK. While that's happening, in 2 weeks' time, there's going to be a massive state funeral for Queen Elizabeth II. That's going to cost millions of pounds. Like, that's not good. That's not good. Like, you can't even say that's an optics issue. That's just straight up not good. That's money that needs to be spent elsewhere helping your citizens more than anything. So it's like, that's where the pageantry needs to be eschewed at a certain point, and we've hit that point right now. Like, if she had passed away, if she had died like a year ago, when the UK still had a fair amount of money to throw at things, maybe, you know, then you have the usual arguments. It's, you know, one family, why are we paying for them as taxpayers, stuff like that. But now it's like, that's just bad. And then in a couple months' time, you know, there's going to be a coronation, which, if it follows with the same previous coronations, is also going to be a massively expensive affair. And the government's going to pay for it. Like, it's not good. So, but while I would love for them to comment on this and, you know, maybe reassure people that this is going to be done in a very respectful way to the current economic issues and, you know, dealt with as smoothly as possible, and, you know, maybe find a way to actually help people, I also know why they aren't. Because it's protocol. So it's complicated feelings, not gonna lie. Again, this, like, my own senses of being a socialist but also a bit of a dirty monarchist are colliding here. If anything, the thing that I'm most surprised at is that over the course of the last couple of years, my opinions on certain members of the royal family have changed. Charles, I'm no longer really that mad at. I mean, don't get me wrong, he still bears some blame to what happened with Diana. But I don't think he bears as much blame as people have historically given him credit for. I think that's more an issue of the institution forcing him into a role that he essentially had to accept in order to maintain where he was. And, you know, I understand change is scary. So in the interest of staying and fulfilling his role and duty as Prince of Wales, he ended up taking Diana as a wife, and they were not a good couple. They were not good together in any way, shape, or form. So he still bears some blame. But that has kind of smoothed some of those edges a little bit for me. And then the other side of it being that, you know, and we're going to start seeing this, I'm going to be very interested to see what his reign looks like. And if anything, it might end up being the end of the monarchy, not for the reasons you might think. It might be the end of the monarchy more because Charles is very political. The reason why Elizabeth lasted so long on the throne over so many different administrations, both Labour and Conservative, was because she very rarely made any of her stances known. She might have, you know, leaned one way or shown a little bit of preference herself, but she always made very clear that the crown did not step into matters of politics. And she, the queen, did not step into those matters of politics either. So, but shit, I have to get used to that. King Charles, as Prince of Wales, used his office very regularly to promote political causes that he felt were important. And they're actually pretty good ones. He is an environmentalist, and he's very, very strongly in support of environmental policies and green energy, things like that. He throws his weight behind some of these organizations, and I'm going to be interested to see if he continues to do that as king, because that's a different kind of weight. You know, in the same way that Queen Elizabeth never waded into matters of policy because it was the crown. I'm wondering, is Charles going to wade in and use that weight? And what is it going to end up doing? Interesting. So on the one hand, like I said, I'd love to see those policies implemented. If he starts pushing those policies, it might actually put a lot more gas on that kind of thing. Phrasing, gas, really. It might accelerate a lot of those initiatives a little bit more, but at the same time, you know, on the left side, people are upset that the monarchy still exists, and on the right side, you start pissing them off because you are pushing an agenda they don't agree with. Saving the planet. They might get together and remove you. And that's why I think, if anything, that might be what actually does the monarchy, and we'll see. Anyway, on the flip side of that, William is a piece of shit. Maybe not that far. Kate, though. I have strong feelings on Kate now lately. It sounds like she's right up there. The whole Meghan Markle thing, and seeing what's happened and hearing what I've heard, is like, this sounds really bad. Like, we all knew there's going to be some racism in there, but it also sounds like Kate is kind of throwing Meghan under the bus to make Meghan be the bad princess and Kate gets to be the good princess. Because there's a lot of comparison things that keep happening in the tabloids, and they keep referencing a palace source, and it's starting to become not clear, but it's starting to become very suspect that Kate may be that palace source, and that the Duchess of Cambridge is kind of doing that. So the golden boy has fallen in my eyes a little bit, and I have to say, props to Harry for standing up for Meghan. Anyway, we get to play our own political games, so let's go do that instead. You know, just gotta find out where it is. And it will open sometime. There it is. Come on. And launch. Already turned on the thing. It's already on. So we're like ready to go. Take a little while to get going, I guess. I had dinner, but I regret my choices. I regret my choices. I made biscuits and sausage, breakfast sausage. And it's kind of just sitting in my stomach like a lead brick. It's not fun. It's not fun. Blech. Okay. Just give the game a little bit more time to figure its stuff out while I open up this thingamabob. Oop. Because I want to track this package. View details. Ugh. Parted facility. Okay, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Currently in transit to the destination. It might be here tomorrow. Very excited for this package that I'm getting. Don't know how I'm gonna wear it, but we're gonna make do. Wonder if I should... I have cookies. I think tomorrow I should make burgers instead. Having more sausage and biscuits. I feel like the burger might sit better. Oh my god. I'm gonna see how long I can stay awake tonight. Oh man. This is such a long... Alright. So, we have a lot to do right now. We just finished the big one.
Inquisitor.
What's been going on?
Ambassador Montilier sent me a basket of flowers to thank me for my work with the Inquisition. She's so lovely.
Aww.
Take care.
Shame the alliance with the Chief's people didn't work out. He hasn't said anything, but he's feeling it.
We'll talk later.
Time for a bunch of cutscenes. Get ready.
I've got no problem with Orlesians, but Halam Sharal was a mess. At least under the Qun, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country goes to crap.
The politicking we saw at Halam Sharal might seem pointless, but it's the beating heart of the Empire. The winner of the game is the one who best builds alliances, and controls what's discussed and what's decided.
So it rewards manipulation, instead of rewarding the ability to get stuff done. I don't know. The Qun isn't perfect, but it doesn't care what any single person wants. Orlais is full of people who care about nothing else. Good to see you, boss.
Somewhat damning.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Alright. Nothing more interesting there. Let's go talk to Sarah, who I'm sure will have illuminating feelings on this conversation. Her door is closed.
One for the Empress, for Gaspar, Briala, the Duchess, and Corinthus. Right in the dangle bag.
All right, you're clearly annoyed. What can I do?
You're doing fine. It's the dead piled up in Halam Sharal that's nagging at me. A cook here, a footman there. What's it matter, right, so long as there's a butt for the throne? A pretty one, sure. But how many lives are worth one Empress's arse? Ugh, that place. Should have just thrown in some bees and slammed the doors.
I don't know. You want to stop a party? I think you go earwigs.
I hate those things, with their little pinchy butts. Josephine should add that to her paper threats. You know the real lesson from all this? Never sleep with an Empress. We patched their spat, Briala and the Celine, but without their breakup, none of it would have happened like that.
I don't think that's the problem, but okay. Their mistakes did make it worse, though.
That was a mistake on their part. It made everything worse.
Wrong way around, Inquisitor. It started worse. Lots of people died before there was a hole in the sky. That's who you're saving. If you get a chance, maybe remind them not to be idiots.
It's just... she has good points. She just, like... As a character, she is written so annoyingly.
I didn't understand the Grand Ball. It would have been easier if they said what they wanted.
Orlesian nobles see politics as a great competition.
Yes, but none of them ever win.
I'll talk to you later.
If you like.
It's just this person hanging out up here. Okay. Why? Just hanging around up there, just chilling. Ooh. How much longer until we repair these fucking holes?
Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentecost.
Alright, who's gonna die? Someone is going to die. If Cullen had to speak to Cassandra, someone's about to die. God damn it. I'm gonna pull the children apart again. No fighting.
The war in Olay has claimed too many lives. I pray that it's over for good.
Nothing right now.
I'm surprised there's not more happening. I mean, I'm talking to people and not many people actually have cutscenes. Huh. I was expecting people to be like, oh, we must talk now because that was a big momentous event where you stopped the Badmans. But no, we're not going to talk about it. We're just going to be like, okay, yeah, no, you did it. It happened. Oh, look at that. We got rid of all the scaffolding.
All worthy of the Inquisition.
Much nicer.
I need to have a few words with my publisher. The first one will be you, and the second one will be Bastard.
Well, this is an interesting
Years my crime
thing.
serials don't sell in Orlais. So why is the Council of Heralds asking me for autographs? Sorry, distracted. Anyway, you need something?
And that's it. Yeah, another one. Carry on. Billie Jean is not my love. Just a girl that knows me. I am the one. But the kid is not my son. Alright. Let's reset the animation. There we go.
There are spirits hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations, machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Shirao, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
I'm pleased you had a good time.
Political gambits, broken promises, half-truths. It is a palace full of motivation, and motivation is where great things happen. In any event, Celine should now be a steadfast ally. And Briala as well, thanks to your efforts on her behalf.
I hope Briala is able to use her position to help your people.
How would helping Briala help? Oh, you mean elves? I'm sorry, I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
Eh?
Who do you have much in common with? Who are your people?
A good question. I joined the Inquisition to save the world. Regardless of who my people are, this was the best way to help them. As for the elves of Orlais, I believe Briala is doing quite well on their behalf. She is an admirable woman.
She's done good work. Hopefully, with our help, she can help them even more.
Yes. However much I identify, or fail to identify, with her people, Briala's efforts have been remarkable. She organized resistance against a powerful enemy, using only her wits and the resources at hand. That demands respect, especially in a world where most would look at her and only see a pair of pointed ears.
Interesting questions there. Let's take a look at the new addition to the mural here. This is Halam Sharal. And that's the Empress in the middle there, and there's a shadowy figure with a knife, so... she's not dead, though, so good thing? I don't know. That's not really telling the story very well, I feel. But, you know, that's just me. Fine. Right, I'm going up... No, I'm not going upstairs. I'm going upstairs this way, then. Long way. The long way. To talk to Dorian.
Business, the Winter Palace. Saving the day, reconciling lovers, mediating a civil war. So sugary, it's nauseating. All this dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
That's something you actually miss.
Who wouldn't? All the drama, the scandal, the petty maneuverings.
We live for the drama.
We engage in social affairs with the grim intensity of war. When blood is spilled, the battle is won. Less fun when you're the target, but to watch. My. Yes. I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair. It's fascinating.
Tasted of despair. Fascinating.
Greetings again, Inquisitor. I trust everything is well.
There have been a few scuffles with your Templar.
Nothing to say. Let's talk to Vivienne. I'm sure she has thoughts. It was her. Yep.
My dear, I'm afraid I must ask you for help.
Gotta be careful here, I think.
There is an alchemical formula that I must complete, but I have been unable to obtain a critical ingredient. The heart of a snowy wyvern. I had arranged to obtain one, but the chevaliers working with me were killed in the Civil War.
Maybe not. Okay.
If I'm going to hunt down a snowy wyvern, I need you to tell me everything you know about it.
They're quite rare and exceedingly dangerous. Their venom is the most potent of any wyvern. Ordinary hunters would not make the attempt. The risk is too great. You, my dear, would certainly be an equal to this monster.
I didn't know you were an alchemist, Vivienne. What exactly is this project you're working on?
It is a special request from a member of the Council of Heralds. I am still the Imperial Court Enchanter, after all. The matter is private. That is all there is to say.
You want me to risk my life to get this thing for you, but you won't tell me what it's for.
My dear, it is hardly proper for me to blab the secrets of those who put trust in my discretion. I would do no less for you, after all.
I'm not a hunter. Why do you think I can help?
This beast is not hunted for sport, as other wyverns sometimes are. It is far more deadly. In the past, chevaliers have been dispatched to either kill the creatures or drive them away from villages. Since my chevaliers have fallen to political conflict, I find myself in need of someone with a martial aptitude.
I'll do what I can.
All right, then.
Thank you, my dear. I would be most grateful. I shall give the location of its lair to Cullen. Remember, my dear, I must have its heart or the potion will not work. I eagerly await your success.
I'm sure it won't be that hard.
It took a great deal of skill to win that title for the elves, but you surely know it will end in a bloodbath.
Ominous. Oh, we can go down this way now. It's a whole new... Oh, what's this? Look at this. We've got like a whole new courtyard thing. Look at how nice this is. Look at how nice that is. Ooh, bed chambers and everything. Look at that. Look at that. Fancy. Dun, 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 dun. Someone got dumped. Oh no! Oh well, this isn't in good shape. So okay. Noted. Take the short way down. Boop.
Many are those who rise up against me, but my faith sustains me. I shall not fear the Legion, should they set themselves
Herald
against
of
me.
Andraste.
Never mind.
Until next time.
Until next time.
For you are the fire at the heart of the world, and comfort is only yours.
I could have sworn no matter what you end up choosing, you still get some things, but apparently not. Is there another way to go up? No. This side then. Aha! Stairs. So what happens if we go over here then?
I can't make heads or tails of this. Age regression. Who is this potion for?
Age regression. Curious. I love these little hitches that keep happening. They're marvelous. Huh. I thought I had some. Apparently not. All right. You are here again? Weren't supposed to be.
So it's true. Some look to Cassandra or even me as Justinia's successor. I never thought the idea would gain momentum. Of course, with the other candidates out of the picture... Is becoming divine something you really want? When Justinia was alive, I would have laughed at anyone who even suggested that I could be her successor. Things have changed. Still, I don't know. Restoring the Chantry will be like trying to steer a sinking vessel through a storm. If the Chantry is a sinking ship, I say let her sink. You may not think much of the Chantry, Inquisitor, but we need it. You think Thedas hates mages now? If the Chantry falls, don't you think the people will blame magic? Look at all that's happened. Kirkwall's Chantry, the war, the breach. Mages are always involved. Without the Chantry to guide, that hatred will spiral out of control. It was the Chantry that taught people hate and fear. If the Chantry led them to this place, it can lead them out of it. The people are sheep, Inquisitor. They need to follow. But this is a discussion for later. If Corypheus wins, finding a new divine will be the least of our problems.
Okay.
They tell me you have a gift for shadows and blades. They flatter me. I can only do my best and hope it is enough. For the Inquisition to succeed, its leader must be willing to do what it takes. As your spy master, may I say that I am pleased. My agents appreciate that they can look at the Herald and see themselves. Have I ever talked about my friend Zevran? He was an Antivan crow. He wasn't always good at it. We only met because he failed to kill a mark. But he made me laugh. You seem to know a great many people. I have made friends, and on occasion enemies.
It's dialogue.
What do you know of Morrigan? She's changed. She used to be so disagreeable, cruel. She said things just to hurt people. Now the sharp edges have worn away. Perhaps it was Kieran. He seems so normal, like any other little boy, and so polite. Not that I was expecting anything else. I mean, never mind.
I mean, he's got the soul of an old god. No big deal. That's not weird at all. And is also King Alistair's son. It's a weird thing. Who do I need to talk to here? I need to go talk to Sandra and Cullen, who are apparently talking together. Meeting of the minds, or the lack of meeting of, or the lack of minds, but they're still meeting, something along those lines. Bless their hearts. I have...
Of course. Oh, my maker, you cannot imagine how many letters I've received about the fracas at Halam Shiral. Fortunately, you tied twice as many threads as cut, although it is yet bewildering at the center.
There are problems coming out of Halam Shiral.
There are always problems from Halam Shiral.
There are always problems.
But more than made up for it. Although, if a few commendations were given, it might retie some severed threads. I couldn't suggest how. That is better decided at your war table, and I'm not going near that thing.
As you were.
All right.
We are here for you, Inquisitor.
Cassandra time. Oh boy.
Consider it, Lady Cassandra. The clerics are still sequestered. If no one steps forward, they will debate until...
And you think I could make them agree? I've heard enough for one day, Mother Giselle.
Talk to her, your worship.
Is there a problem? It seems like she's bothering you.
Mother Giselle is kind, and she means well. So, yes, she was. I assume
Blunt.
you heard that Leliana and I are both candidates to be the next divine. Because of what happened at Halam Shiral, of course, the Empire favors you. Thus, everyone close to you. So now the Chantry bandies our names about without even asking us first.
How can you and Leliana be candidates? You're not even priests.
It's not without precedent. Amar III was sister to the Emperor, and Galatea a commoner. Leliana and I were, at least, part of the Chantry hierarchy. It would be accepted.
Why am I not a candidate? Why am I not a candidate?
If they'll pick non-priests, why am I not a candidate?
Because they don't know what you are, and they're frightened of you.
All the more reason.
Such as yours would break the Sunburst throne and tear the Chantry to pieces. I just don't know.
Stop flattering me. This doesn't seem right.
Why even consider it? Who cares about the Chantry?
Concerned. I don't know if this is right.
Surely it was never meant to be like this. The Chantry, the Circle of Magi, the Templars, this cannot be what they intended when it all began. The Chantry should provide faith, hope. Instead, it cannot veer from its course, even in the face of certain death.
I'm surprised to hear you of all people say that.
Oh? Am I not the same woman who declared the Inquisition against the Chantry's wishes? In all my years as a Seeker, I did what I was told. My faith demanded it. But now my faith demands something else. That I see with better eyes.
The Chantry has failed, Cassandra.
Oh,
I wonder
damn it.
if the legions of faithful throughout Thedas would agree with you. Did you know Varric is Andrastian? Oh, he blasphemes with every second breath, but deep down he believes. His heart is virtuous. But he would never step foot in a Chantry. It should be the first place to which the virtuous turn. It needs to change. Perhaps I must be the one to change it.
Okay. Ugh.
You're not the only candidate. What about Leliana?
Leliana says she wishes to follow Justinia's legacy. But she and I remember a different person. Justinia knew her fellow clerics and the people would only accept so much change. Leliana would cast it all aside and start over, I think. And that would be chaos for us all.
What would you change about the Chantry?
The Circle of Magi has its place, but it
I'm
needs
like
reform.
burning my
Govern them
reputation with people.
Let the Templars stand not as the jailers of mages, but as protectors of the innocent. We must be vigilant, but we must also be compassionate to all peoples of Thedas, human or no. That is what I would change.
Perhaps the Chantry needs more than just change.
God, I'm just...
You mean get rid of it entirely? I Without the Chantry, the faithful would be lost. The Chantry must simply be more responsible in how it leads. I suppose I should not be so concerned. The clerics speak my name for now, nothing more. For now, restoring order and stopping Corypheus remain our priority.
Okay, well that was fun losing a bunch of
I understand
frickin'
the Inquisition has tracked down the missing Seekers. Care Oswin. I didn't see Ban Loren as the sort of nobleman that would...
Anyone who knows the game knows what I'm trying to do, I think.
We go there. The sooner I can put this search behind me.
So, you're a candidate for Divine now?
So I am informed.
Is that something you actually want?
Why should what I want matter?
Why shouldn't it matter? Don't you have the right to be happy?
It is very simple. The Chantry needs to survive. To do that, it must change. I have never believed in asking another to do what you are unwilling to do yourself. So I look upon this as an opportunity. I owe it to myself and all of Thedas to seek the Sunburst throne.
Okay.
There are other ways you can change things.
Perhaps.
Trying to find a way to repair the...
The Chantry clerics pick another.
Okay.
That's enough for now.
I think we're good then.
Another time, then.
Just looking... I think I'm in good... I think I'm in a good place. Don't want to do either of those. Oh, I love hidden mechanics.
Is there anything you need?
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Okay. Yeah. I already looked at that. I already did the best I could. Not doing anything there. Why has that not triggered? Curious.
You asked
Okay.
for my opinion, and I've given it. Why would you expect it to change?
I expect you to keep your word. It's relentless. I can't...
You give yourself too little credit.
If I'm unable to fulfill what vows I kept, then nothing good has come of this. Would you rather save face than admit...
Okay, I walked in on something.
And people say I'm stubborn. This is ridiculous.
Okay.
Alan told you that he's no longer taking lyrium.
It seemed very important to him.
It's not a decision to be made lightly. But now, Callan has asked that I recommend a replacement for him. I refused.
Have a good night, Elliot. Thanks for joining.
Besides, it would destroy him. He's come so far.
Why didn't he come to me?
We had an agreement long before you joined us. As a Seeker, I could evaluate the dangers. And he wouldn't want to risk your disappointment.
Is there anything we can do to change his mind?
If anyone could, it's you. Mages have made their suffering known, but Templars never have. They are bound to the Order, mind and soul, with someone always holding their lyrium leash. Callan has a chance to break that leash, to prove to himself, and anyone who would follow suit, that it's possible. He can do this. I knew that when we met in Kirkwall. Talk to him. Decide if now is the time.
Well, this feels momentous as well. We're just racking up the momentous occasions here.
What do you need, my friend?
Yeah, she's still calling me friend, so I guess that's a good thing. The amount of greatly disapproves and disapproves that we had in that last conversation made me nervous. Luckily, I seem to have salvaged the relationship.
You have a problem.
You have a problem?
There is a full tavern, but everyone's drinking alone. They're all up their own arses about the Inquisition. I can't have fun with everybody whinging, and they'll fall on their swords before Coryphanus can push them. I'm thinking pranks. Set a few up, knock a few down. You in or not?
But I'm the Inquisitor. You know, the leader.
Right, they'll never suspect you. What, titles are only for getting away with bad stuff? Let's do something fun. Come on.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's try it.
Lead the way.
What, really?
Really?
I knew you were different. Let's go.
This is gonna be bad. I don't remember doing this before. I think I told her to basically sod off. So, here we go. Well, once we can move, here we go.
Right, general appetite is gone. Have a search about. Find something to mess with and give your soldiers a laugh. What, the desk? Oh yes, center of the Empire and all that. What to do, what to do.
All right, Sarah. What do you want to do?
Thing looks heavy. Don't want to move or break it. I got it. Easy one. Just a slip of something under here. There, won't notice much, but it's just that little bit wonky. He's so in control that'll piss him royally. I tell one of the soldiers and boom, the general seems like people. And since he works for you, you seem like people. Come on, next one.
Basically just humanizing people. Again, great. The morals in the end of the day are great, but the approach is just so poorly handled, poorly written. Just like Sarah. I don't know. I just can't get into her as a character. She's annoying to me. And I certainly can't get into this. There we go. We are moving, though.
Little lady prissy pants. Have a look for something she likes too much.
Nothing, not over there? The door? Really? Huh, okay.
What, just the door? Where she greets every important idiot. Yes!
Well, Sarah, what do you have in mind?
Get a bucket.
Oh, that's mean. That's too mean.
Classic, yeah? 5 minutes of sloppy boss gets you weeks of happy kitchen staff. Except for the one who cleans it up, I suppose. But whatever. Next up.
I was to say, what about the one that cleans it up? We just be a total bitch. There are ways to make Josephine a little embarrassed that don't involve covering her in wet. You know how long it takes to launder things in this universe? I mean, we're talking about like the Renaissance equivalent here, and it takes all day to do one fucking dress. Like, you're gonna have this ruin an entire outfit. Poor Josephine. Giving Cullen a wobbly desk is one thing, but like, this seems like a little bit too far. Leliana, really?
What's that? A locked... No, leave that. Not interested in her hidden things. Not for just a bit of fun. Maybe feed her messengers something gassy? No, birds don't pop. But they flap and...
Who is up there?
Go!
This is so dumb. This is so dumb.
That was fun. An Inquisitor of the people, still remembering you're one of them. If all they got was the Herald stuff, the serious bit, you'd start to sound pretty scary. That works, but not for long.
I think I just realized why I don't like Sarah. Because, like, the humanizing the leaders thing is a great idea, but, like, she approaches it as a child would, and that's where the problem begins. So everything just comes across as...
If it kept people inspired.
Pies is so
Yeah.
good, and Coryphanus would never do that. Good thing for you, innit? Because from the bottom, everyone up top sort of seems the same. Anyway, fun time, Inquisitor. You! Oh, frig. You did it!
Of course Josephine's the one who's mad. She would be. Okay, so...
I can't understand how those women in the kitchen can be awake so early after the night we had.
Oh my, okay. Thank you for the information. Something something kitchen wench. Ha ha ha. Wench being the operative word.
There's you, yeah? I'll be back if I need you.
Well, she's done. So we'll keep talking to people and we'll eventually make our way over to Cullen because, you know, get there.
She's still behind the curtains in the reading room, watching the blood pool on the floor.
I'll talk to you later.
You are fucking creepy. Do you know that? You are fucking creepy. Let's go give a little pep talk. Tell him to get off his magical drugs. The way we're doing that is cold fucking turkey, apparently.
Maker's breath. I didn't hear you enter. Forgive me.
Cullen, if you need to talk.
You don't have to. I never meant for this to interfere.
Are you going to be all right?
Yes. I don't know. You asked what happened to Ferelden's Circle. It was taken over by abominations. The Templars, my friends, were slaughtered. I was...
Just wobbly desk one up with quitting the drugs. Oh my god, yes.
How can you be the same person after that? Still, I wanted to serve. They sent me to Kirkwall. I trusted my Knight Commander, and for what? Her fear of mages ended in madness. Kirkwall's Circle fell. Innocent people died in the streets. Can't you see why I want nothing to do with that life?
Of course I can.
Don't. You should be questioning what I've done. I thought this would be better.
The hands on the hips, like...
Regain some control over my life, but these thoughts won't leave me. How many lives depend on our success? I swore myself to this cause. I will not give less to the Inquisition than I did to Chantry. I should be taking it.
Can I slap him?
I should be taking it.
Just... fucking snap out of it. Snap out of it.
This doesn't have to be about the
I
Inquisition.
love how there's just some random person walking in the background.
No. But these memories have always haunted me. If they become worse, if I cannot endure this.
I can't remember what choice this is. Yeah, I know that. Yeah. Hold on. Oh yeah, there's just like a couple people hanging out in the back. Just hanging out in the back there. Okay. Yep.
You can.
All right.
Literally just walk in, just be like, you got this. Okay?
I need a moment. Could we speak another time?
Fine, 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 fine.
How can I help?
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
I want to see if I can talk to Vivienne again.
I heard a little rumor about you.
Is that so?
Indeed. Someone's been doing some training. As an assassin, no less.
I'm not taking coin to kill people, if that's what you're suggesting.
I don't see why not. Is that worse than coin from looting the people you kill?
Those are enemies.
You have a lot of enemies. No need to split hairs. At any rate, if you ever intend to make it an actual profession, do tell me. The Antivan Crows have nothing on the Imperium. I know people. Keep it in mind.
I should go.
Ominous. Okay. I know people. There are a lot of people who seem to have opinions on my being an assassin.
Do you need something, my dear?
Okay, I think we might be good. Think. Let's go do the thing here. Maybe check in with Josie. Ooh, clump.
How bracing to be in the thick of the game again. The last time I was at Alam Shiral was Countess Letienne's wedding. There were a dozen affairs, 5 secret alliances, and a duel between 2 chevaliers over the vintage of an Antivan port. But until the Duchess was unmasked, I've never seen the Winter Palace in shock.
You don't see the Empress of Orlais almost killed in cold blood every day.
Not so brazenly, no. The game's become increasingly insular in the past few years. Corypheus skillfully took advantage. It's disturbing so few people in the Orlesian court were aware of the Duchess's machinations.
I mean, yeah.
The Empress realized she was in danger.
She's always in danger. Those loyal to her should have practiced more vigilance. But let's not lose sight of victory. Your actions at the ball have secured us allies and favors alike.
Insular cliques Snide half-truths, everyone's sizing up everyone else. It reminded me of home.
Feels like home.
Let's hope the next ball either of our families holds is quieter than this one, shall we?
Indeed. Still, we still can't clean up the holes in this fucking wall. Like, come on, guys. Come on. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Yet here we are. Black screen. Black screen. It's a black screen. Alright, let's see here. What do we got? Hard in Hightown. Trouble in Skyhold. Copies of Hard in Hightown and Hard in Hightown 3, The Repuncheoning.
In Halam Shiral. And so little. Madame Méprise is a fixture. The sun will grow cold before she retires.
Found several similarities to events in Varric's book, but all are slightly off. Dead magistrate was not in his home. Man found murdered in a locked room was not a magistrate. Executors did not send a warning note directly to Donnan. Obviously, objective plot is sort of Asarian, not Penny, dreadful author. Close look at the ripoff book shows numerous grammatical and spelling errors that seemed random at first, but ciphers believe might contain coded information. Killer and author are clearly linked. Either the murder investigation or the code might lead us to a target. Cullen? No. The book may be a work of fiction, but something's in it. Liliana, I want you to figure out that cipher. Nightingale, 2 points. That book is abysmal and the entire code-breaking department wants to ritually set it on fire. 2, the message is double encrypted. The message in the mistakes is in a Merchant's Guild cipher. We have not yet broken the Guild's code.
A captain sent back sketches of the walls. Our experts say they look elven.
Interesting. Does Corypheus send scholars to find something the elves buried? Or something buried with them?
As the Inquisition has assumed responsibility for the Mage Rebellion, the Arling of Redcliffe holds you accountable for the losses suffered by our people while providing hospitality to your mage allies. Freehold in Rains Fair was burned to the ground when a mage inside lost control of his abilities. 2 farms outside Redcliffe Village suffered crop loss and structural damage due to frost spells. 5 people in Redcliffe Village were injured by lightning spells cast by panicked children. I trust this matter can be concluded without the involvement of the Crown. Arl Tegan Garen. Wow, without the involvement of the Crown? Somebody is trying to get something on the side. Arrange to pay reparations, require a loan, but we can manage it. Send people to make repairs. Yeah, let's use our own resources instead of getting a loan. I'm pleased we were able to work together for the betterment of the people of Redcliffe Arling. May and Drusty watch over you, Tegan Garen. Perfect. Nice and easy. We like that. End. There is a lady sitting amidst the tattered splendor of her nobility. Her only legacy is an ancient name high and esteemed. She may restore wealth and dignity to her line by marrying the man to whom she was promised at birth. He is prosperous and powerful, who leaves her cold. The lady sits by her casement and gazes at the soldier who truly has her heart. She prays to the Maker for deliverance. She prays for an intervention. A sudden knife, and we hear her cry. How will the Maker's instrument strike? Will she strike, and not for the herald to unravel? Huh. Go with Liliana's thing. I mean, she wants the husband dead, so she gets the money and the guy. The when is as crucial as the where and the how. Air. What does that mean? Delicate negotiations. Here we go. Oh, from the king. Here we go. Here's the thing. I don't even own a mask. Thus, when the Orlesian Empress invites me to engage in real peace talks, I get nervous. I don't know what Orlesians mean when they say that, but I hear it involves poison and dancing. Perhaps both at the same time. I'm told you know Empress Celine and she owes you for that whole saved your life business. This is so Alistair. Considering you also helped save mine, perhaps the Inquisition could help make these talks happen. Josephine it is. Talks between Ferelden and Orlais took place in Jadar, and it was not easy to keep matters from spiraling out of control. King Alistair is no diplomat after all, and had little patience for the endless fanfare. Thankfully, the Orlesians are uninterested in more war, and we were able to smooth the way toward an eventual peace treaty. The king sent along a sword that once belonged to the Ferelden hero King Calenad, as thanks for what the Inquisition helped create. Cool. Investigate Lord Enzo of Antiva. Venatori are smuggling red lyrium into Antiva, but thus far have invaded our grasp. We believe Lord Enzo of Rialto is assisting them. It's as clever, well-liked, and his relations among the Antivan royalty. If we approach him without proof, he will bury his tracks and turn his allies against us. We must handle this carefully. Liliana wants to break into his house. Josephine wants to invite Lord Enzo and clear it out for Liliana to break into his house, so... several pieces of correspondence connecting Enzo to the Venatori. Worse, it seems Enzo's did more than buy into their philosophy. He's been arranging to send volunteers to red lyrium mines. As they took these people from Rialto's poorer, more unfortunate residents, few noticed the disappearance. Our agents were prepared to confront Enzo with the evidence, but failed to return. Since learned that he hired a ship to Hersina in the Free Marches, it seems unlikely that Enzo knew of our presence, but something spooked him. If our agents track Lord Enzo to the Free Marches, his work for the Venatori must not continue. Let us pray the trail does not run cold. Alright, yeah, indeed. Let's offer from the Crows. Here we go. Letter delivered to Skyhold. Sender claims to be a member of the Antivan Crows, infamous guild of assassins. Encountered your agents in Hersinia. It seems the Inquisition and the Crows share a target. Our employer bears no love for Lord Enzo due to, well, let's just say it's a personal matter. Of course, I imagine your motivations have far more to do with the man's Tevinter friends. You know the Venatori, we know Enzo. Why compete for the man? Lend us your knowledge and the job will be done far more quickly. You eliminate an enemy, our employer removes a political rival, and we get paid. Happy ending for all involved. Liliana says, cooperating with the Crows works to our advantage. More knowledge of Enzo, we gain contacts. Cullen doesn't want to get tangled. Josephine, Crows are an unfortunate reality of Antivan politics. They will pursue the contract regardless. We may as well know where they are. Say, you know, let's buy in. We get something out of this too.
Inquisiton.
The knowledge of the Venatori and the Crow's intelligence on Enzo. I tracked down a storehouse just outside the city. Hope you didn't want us to leave any of the Venatori alive. Sadly, Lord Enzo was not present, but he may count his life in days. Show we respect our current arrangement. An interesting trinket from a raid on the Venatori. What trinket? He didn't give me anything. The Arl's invitation. I apologize for any unpleasantness that might have arisen from my last correspondence with the Inquisition. My people have been under tremendous strain for too long, even before the destruction of the Conclave, and has taken a toll on all of Redcliffe Arling. But that is in the past. Today, I write to offer an invitation to the Inquisition. The banner of Callan is part of my domain and now lies empty. Ban Alara lost her life attending the Conclave. Her only living relative holds lands too far away to administer both. By Ferelden custom, the lands are now the property of whomever claims them through skill of arms. A tournament will be held at Callan, with the victor taking the title as their prize. The Inquisition may send a champion to fight in the melee if you wish. Well, you know, I could always use another freehold. Let's get something! Send a champion may not be wise to win, however, Ferelden holds grudges. Can't truly run a banner, but a well-chosen envoy could win as Ferelden allies. I'm gonna go with Josie on this one. We pick somebody who is Ferelden, and keep it Ferelden, but like Inquisition Ferelden, you know? That's what I think. Ambassador, I cannot thank you enough for inviting me to act as the Inquisition's champion at the Grand Melee. You will be glad to hear I did not disgrace you. I placed a respectable 10th. Well, fuck. Although I did not manage to win us either title or lands, I did secure several trade agreements with Banorn for the Inquisition. I thought that might please you more than a dank castle. It's yours, Sir Danar. You know what? That's fair. Revenge of the Merchants Guild. Here we go. Unsent letter from Varric waits in the war room, addressed to Jarek Dace, Denver Merchants Guild. Jarek, I need a key to the Merchant Guild cipher from 1 month ago. You still have payments left on the loan house Tethras gave you for your rescue mission to Amgarak, so I think we can make a deal. I get the cipher and your debt disappears like financial magic. And Nightingale, since I know you'll open this and read it before it gets sent, don't bother to keep a copy. The guild changes their codes every month because dwarves are naturally paranoid. Alright, well, okay, let's do it. Tethras, are you still skipping out on meetings? You'd have a copy of this already if you showed up every once in a while. Not that I mind, I'm happy enough to trade you a worthless piece of parchment for 1,000 crown debt. Message deciphered, translation follows. My name is Varric Tethras, and I'm a Bronto-looking backstabber who steals customers. Scrivener. Well, Varric's got to have an idea on that one. Ruffles, Nightingale, and various agents named after crummy jobs. Thanks for looking into this bullshit mess for me. Based on what you've told me, there's only one person I can think of who specifically uses Bronto liquor as an insult and also can't write worth a damn. Worthy, an acquaintance of mine from Kirkwall. Although why he'd do this, I have no idea. Capture Worthy ourselves, or have Kirkwall guard arrest Worthy. Let's use Liliana. I want to keep this internal a little bit, because like she says, I want to know how he got in.
Let's see what we have.
Another manuscript in progress, which we burned, doused in acid, and threw into the sea. That is excessive, but I support it. Apparently he has a beef with Varric for setting up the champion of Kirkwall with another rune crafter. He ranted about the better beards and true dwarves and then declared himself the greatest writer in Thedas, at which point Fletcher laughed so hard she started choking. That dwarf is a menace. And he claims he didn't send a note to Skyhold. Resolved? Oh, it's our dear friend. It's our dear bisexual elf friend. My dear Liliana, your Inquisition is working with the crows. I ask only because I may have removed one of the assassins from your employ. If I had known the man was yours, I would have at least let him finish the contract. No matter, allow me to make it up to you. You know I would do a much better job than the crows, and I am far more pleasing to work with, no? As a favor to a friend, I'll charge only a fraction of the price. Zevran Aranai. Final resource to nominally maintain your alliance with crows. Another assassin wishes to help after killing one of our other assassins. We're already stuck with crows. Why make this more complicated? Call it. Shut up. This is my boy Zevran. Let's do it. Word from Zevran. I have tracked down the location of Lord Enzo and rather more venatory than I was expecting. Shall we say goodbye to our troublesome friend? So what number? Eliminate it. So in the Vedatori and the confusion. Take no chances. Send our soldiers to assist. Let's part ways now. I'm gonna go with use Liliana again. When I heard your agents would provide a distraction, I did not expect such a roaring fire. The confusion, the running about in circles, it was all very lively. Of course, Lord Enzo and his Venatori were decidedly less lively at the end of it. Bump, bump. And evading the crows. Oh, good. He's trying not to get caught. Where is that? I want to get that one done next. I did enjoy our little adventure, and I hate to be bothered, but I believe you owe me a favor. After all, Lord Enzo is quite dead. As you may recall, the crows and I are not on the best of terms. They were not pleased I stole their target out from under them. It means they don't get paid. They could have taken credit for my work, but I had already written to their employer. I earned the prize after all. False leads. Is everyone to be in the party to Denerim, or... How do I make sure he doesn't die here? There are so much to do on this table right now. It's good. Guess it doesn't matter, does it? False leads. It's been a pleasure. Alright, let's keep going. Gift from the Imperial Palace. Marquis Briala and I wish to convey our fondest wishes to the Inquisitor and all the Inquisition, although I hope to pay a state visit to Skyhold in the near future. I fear the work of restoring what Gaspard has damaged requires too much of my time at present. My dear Marquise has, however, found a suitable means of showing our appreciation. Her friends found evidence of a venatory plot against a Navarran nobleman, Count Octavian. She believes they intend to ambush him on the road as he rides to Navarra City to meet with King Marcus. Relations between Navarre and Orlais have never been friendly, and my interference would be taken badly. You, on the other hand, could warn the Count, deprive the Venatori of their victim, and win support for the Inquisition in Navarre in a single stroke. Warmest regards, Celine Valmont, Empress of Orlais. Well, Josephine, carry contacts. Here we go. I almost disregarded your warning and thank the Maker I did not. Just as you said, Tevinter Brighams ambushed me on the road to the capital. I lost 2 good men in the battle, but would have lost more had we not been on our guard. I'm humbled to admit that I am in your debt. Should you need a favor in Cumberland, you have one. Sincerely, Count Octavian. We love it. Negotiate a deal for weapon plans. Here we go. Recently became aware of a talented, inventive young blacksmith from the Anderfels. Once we were introduced through my extensive connections, I negotiated a deal to obtain his weapon plans for the Inquisition. Unfortunately, I've just now been outbid by a nobleman from Valdorma, who maintains a private army. I would hate to lose those designs. Is there anything we can do? Persuade the nobleman. Or compromise. I'm not into compromise today. Scorched earth. Rip his balls off.
Inquisiton.
There, the Valdorma nobleman should no longer get our way. Once my agents explained the situation to him, he was quite content to step away. The Anderfel's blacksmith weapons designs are ours. Good. My Lady Inquisitor, as you know, the remaining clerics have sequestered themselves in the Grand Cathedral in hopes of electing our new divine. One would hope this could be done peacefully, but my sisters inform me that there have already been 2 mysterious deaths, the product of an assassin loose within the Grand Cathedral's halls. Chantry has failed to find this killer, so I turn to you for aid. Please help my sisters complete their thankless task in peace. Inquisition is the only force in Orlais with the power to deal with this, and myself and my sisters would be grateful. Reverend Mother Giselle. Keep it quiet. Inquisition caught the assassin within the Grand Cathedral. After questioning him, it seems 3 different Glen clerics hired him, each unaware others had done the same. This knowledge is in the hands of the Chantry, a scandal to end the ambitions of many eyeing the Sunburst throne. The clerics have expressed their appreciation to the Inquisition, which also recovered some interesting items from the assassin. College of Magi. What else we got? Situation unfolding in the Navarran city of Cumberland, location of the College of Magi, which until the outbreak of the Mage Rebellion was the philosophical heart of the circles of Magi, now mostly abandoned, has become home to the number of Mage refugees. This has drawn the ire of local citizens and mobs threatening to assault the college and burn it to the ground, with Duke Sandral and Oxus doing nothing to stop them. Inquisition agents suspect that Venatori agents are behind the mobs looking to recover artifacts from the college once its magical defenses are breached. Let's use diplomacy. Let's get the Duke to step in. Took the exchange of several favors, but Duke Sandral eventually agreed to intervene with his forces and guard the College of Magi's gates from the crowd. My ambassador toward the college ensures me that the refugee mages are most grateful for the Inquisition's actions. They sent to us what artifacts were present, though whether they are what the Venatori sought is uncertain. The Duke himself is pleased at our handling of the situation. Okay, well, didn't ruffle any feathers, and we just did the thing. Truth or Dare, the end game. Oh. Ambassador Montillier, we have never met, but I believe you have through discreet means saved me from a most disagreeable connection. As I dislike being indebted to anyone, I shall endeavor to repay you with news item of some interest. Were you aware that the Grand Duchess of Leeds recently paid a visit to Lake Celestine? Indeed, she stayed an entire fortnight as a guest of Duke Alvin Blanchard of Valmontaigne. In light of her other connections and the curious amount of coin which spread across the region in the aftermath, you may wish to pay him a call. Sincerely, Duke Villers-Fontaine. Send our agents in. We can expose this connection to Florian for the world to see, or Duke Blanchard was conspiring with Florian. The Imperial Court would like to know. 2 people who are very good at playing the game are giving me very different options here. Following the arrival of your letter, I invited my dear cousin Blanchard to Halam Sharal for an urgent consultation on the Inquisition, during which time I had his home thoroughly searched. A large sum of Tevinter gold was found in his chateau, as well as a room full of red delirium. My cousin finds his stay at the Winter Palace shall be of some duration. Many thanks, Celine Valmont, Empress of Orlais. You'll love to see it. Alright, let's do this one. Dwarven slaves and Venatori hands. Sightings in the north of Red Templars with armor and weapons adorned with dwarven runes. There are no known entrances to the deep roads in that area, no missives from Orzammar about missing traders, but they keep next to non-existent records on service dwarves. The Venatori may be using making use of dwarven slaves, possibly from Deventer, not their usual preference, but also not the first unusual thing they have done. Recommend further investigation of force. I know, I'm just getting letters from I'm getting letters from the Empress of Orlais and the King of Ferelden. No big fucking deal, you know? It's fine. I'm a big deal. Let's use Liliana's approach. There's arrived Society suspected Venatori Enclave. Nonsense given accepted historical record. Located Venatori Enclave. Fires on approach. Assume they torched the camp while retreating. Not the case. Camp already destroyed. Venatori dead. Dwarven tools found, but no dwarves alive or dead. One deep stalker corpse found. Signs of blight corruption. Best guess, Venatori surprised by forces emerging from the camp well. Assume they left the same way. Well collapsed. No passage possible. Enclave scoured for resources for return to Skyhold. On return to Inquisition camp, message found next to a newly opened sinkhole. We always come for our own. What about you, Inquisition? Binthus Warhelm Kalsharok. What? Offer of help on their terms. Letter of dark vellum with obviously dwarven markings. A hole in the surface of precious sky, not our concern, but the thing that did it, this Magister shit really brought the blight and the darkspawn. We're no friend of that. Follow these instructions and you'll catch your enemies sleeping. Tell your soldiers not to leave the main tunnel. That's your only warning. In this Warhelm Kalsharok. Map to a cave system and the number of doors, number of troops that can pass. They hold their secrets dear, do as they say, no more, no less. At the secrecy, but we don't even know the threat on the other side of the passage, then double that, even a threat of Venatori. Surely far more beneficial than minor strike at the Venatori. At the least, send ambassadors with their soldiers. No, Liliana, do exactly what they say. Entering pretty weird territory here. Soldiers report they passed through the tunnel without incident and surprised a sizable Venatori encampment. After the battle, they had to find a different route back because the tunnel had been collapsed. They found this letter. You follow instructions well. Respect to our territory is a first step. We shall see. Okay. Aid those impacted by the Civil War. Imperial Army aid Inquisition's forces against Corypheus, but they must also address lingering issues at home. Weaknesses in the Vale, no doubt behind rifts, have resulted in demons on the road between Valforet and Montsamar. This would demand a call to action at the best of times. Unfortunately, the increased number of travelers on the roads, merchants attempting to restore trade, and displaced civilians returning home after the war has made the situation worse. Head of the Imperial Army has requested assistance from the Inquisition in subduing this threat. Joint venture will also increase our understanding of the Imperial armor structure and tactics. I'm going to go with Cullen on this one. This is a show of force kind of thing. We don't half-ass this. They're bringing their army. We're going to bring our bigger army. That's how it works. I can kill you, Orlais, at any given moment. That's how we work together. Because I have the sword of Damocles hanging over your neck. Got it? Got it. Letter marked with Chevalier's seal. It was an honor to fight alongside the soldiers of the Inquisition. The demons stood little chance. You run an impressive army, Commander. Nothing seals an alliance like the bonds formed at battle. May we find similar victories together in the future, Chevalier Doucet. Chevalier. Getting things moving. Many of the nobility of the Orlesian capital have settled their secondary differences and are rallying behind two families. The de Rosiers are old money but well respected but viewed as traditional stubborn. The Tybalts rose with a popular merchant consortium and are considered new money and progressive. While the intent of both families was to rival us politically, if we declare for one of them, we may manipulate events in our favor. Lord Pierre de Rosier have not asked for our allegiance but may respect our rising might. Lady Valise Tybalt speaks for her investors and is interested in forward-thinking alliances. Let's go with Josie's thing. I feel like, you know, old money, fine. But let's work with the progressives. I'm here for that. I will not turn my back on them, but we have established agreements with the Tybalts. Their initial hatred of the Inquisition was a device, and they are willing to have us in their favor. We're marching way forward. Lady Tybalt is asking for closer ties and access to trading partners as she tries to circumvent the traditional blockages of the allegiances in the capital. Some houses have switched sides, others ceded holdings entirely to avoid the shame of officially losing all standing. More and more, they are concerned with station and alliance over whatever objections they stated about the Inquisition. Yes, do not consider us so directly tied. Range assurance the force of allies are attacked, standard escalation of interest. Gain our trust with alliances. If we are willing to continue the relationship, it is only fitting that we strengthen those ties. Hold on. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna keep going with Leliana on this one. Indirect support, but not close. The Tybalt family is becoming a clear favorite in the war of station that is ongoing between the noble houses. The Bordelons have all but ceased to exist socially, and many are scrabbling for traditional alliances. Lady Eustace Richelieu has emerged as a strong voice at court and is suggesting several arranged marriages to solidify ties, presumably the standing of her house as arbiter and matchmaker. Intended to rival the alliance with the Tybalts, Lady Richelieu sent the following letter. The de Rosiers are a stubborn threat. The most efficient way to deal with them is to nullify them as social alliance. The only pairing of import is unavailable because the Tybalt daughter has betrothed herself elsewhere. She has the luxury of such wasteful pairing because of the Inquisition bearing the weight in this partnership. Our hands are tied. You face the difficult task of attacking the status of Lord de Rosier, unless you were to demand that task of the Tybalts. If their investment were more taxing, they would be more inclined to an arranged match for the daughter, and that is a well-respecting currency in Orlais. Yours in service, Lady Eustace Richelieu. Don't know that I like that. Enter Lord de Rosier's good name. His way is honorable conflict. With careful words, he will be powerless before he steps in court. Or Josephine, I cannot claim it will be popular, but hardly be unusual for an allied partner to ask for such a concession. Such is the way of the nobility. That's the one I just read. Hold on. What is the thing here? Huh. All right. Okay. I think I know what I'm doing. The word from Lady Eustace pursues more and more to speak his authority in these affairs, also quick to use us and we. Should you demand, the Tybalts can see that you are within your rights to ask that they bear the weight of bargaining with Laird de Rosier. Frivolous marriage between Celeste Tybalt and a son of the Leandre family in the name of Little Bearing has been wisely called off in favor of proper matchmaking, one that will profit players and arbiters both in your gracious service. Lady Eustace Risto. Is there more? Okay, off you on the Imperial Army. Chevalier Seal, understand your souls intend to pursue a party of Red Templars into the woods surrounding Valforay. We have not forgotten your assistance against the demons, and we are not sworn in your fight against Corypheus. Let us take arms and cast these Templars out. Okay, sure.
To work?
Ta-da! That's done. Capitalize on the alliance with Fairbanks. I've been told that the Council of Heralds has reviewed the evidence and now recognize Évariste Lamarck, known to us until now as Fairbanks, as the sole heir of Lord Giroux Lamarck. All holdings in Château remained by the Lamarck noble house have now reverted to the ownership of Lord Évariste Lamarck. I smell an opportunity. Lord Évariste Lamarck, I would like to see how he fares at court. The game is merciless, and even its best players often falter. A forest-dwelling loner, he'll be butchered. Given an easy target, predators often become arrogant and expose their weaknesses. We'll be watching. I understand that Fairbanks never wanted to acknowledge who he was. It was you who allowed word of his heritage to be revealed to the Council of Heralds. I say we leave him alone, let him retain his privacy, what little is left. Oh, how... We're manipulating here. Shut it, Colin. A rebel helping the helpless, fighting the enemies of the Empire, and all while hiding the secret of his noble blood. It makes for a romantic story, and Elysians love that romance. Sell Lord Évariste right, and we'll have all the wealthy ladies of Southern Orlais eating out of his hand and ours. Gonna go with that one. Sell it, baby. Sell it. We're gonna whore this noble out like it's my job. Boop. As I predicted, the gentlewoman of Southern Orlais relished the story of the noble rebel, and with Lord Évariste coach to put in a good word for the Inquisition every now and again, donations are rolling in. Whoa! Perfect. We'll come back to that in a minute. Elven Ruins, we'll come back to that in a minute. Dance with the Dowager, the Alamand. There was no time for us to dance in the Winter Palace, but perhaps I might claim that dance offered now. You may not be familiar with the Alamand. It's a prelude to every great movement in music, and in the game, we would be happy to teach you steps. Well, it's not every great movement. You don't normally have that. I mean, an Alamand is usually at the beginning of a series of dances, but it is not the beginning. That's usually a prelude and a procession, but that's okay. To begin, the couples form 2 lines facing one another south of the Imperial Highway between... This is great. To begin, the couples form 2 lines facing one another. South of the Imperial Highway between Verchiel and Montsimard is the Ylan Basin. It is a beautiful place of walnut groves, hollyhocks, and fifth-rate meaderies that recently lost its lord to the Civil War. On the western edge of Ylan, there is hopefully young Comte de Poisson stands, lining up his little toy soldiers for a quick and quiet invasion. Surely you would not leave the poor boy without a dance partner. If the Inquisition defends Lord Ylan Basin, it might perhaps be considered your property. Be mindful of the steps, my dear. Cordially, Marquise Mantillon. Directly speak to the Comte. That is a small basin. We can easily send enough troops to defend it from attack. Hold on. There's got to be a good way to do this. She's trying to manipulate us a little bit. So let's start here. Okay. There's not really anything terribly. That's alright. Just yeah. Line up our soldiers too. Lay claim to the leadership of the Inquisition. It comes as a great shock to me that the organization that claims to be defending us from the breach holds an interest in walnut farming. Perhaps you intend to throw unshelled nuts into the sky to repel demons? Truly, such matters are beyond my expertise. If you have a legitimate claim to Ylan, I should like to hear it. Comte Marius de Poisson. Alright. Let's go. My dear Inquisitor, you dance as beautifully as I remembered. Are you ready for the second movement? The Alamand is typically followed by a courant, in which the steps are much faster, almost running. The Comte de Poisson so enjoyed your last maneuver that he's now racing to petition the Council of Heralds for recognition of his claim to Ylan. I was the first one he contacted, of course, because while the young man is prone to missteps, he is not a complete fool. He is very likely to reach out to Duke Cyril de Montfort or Duke Germain next. Cyril is the youngest and most persuadable of the Council, and Germain is the oldest and most likely to support a claim of any old Norwegian nobility over the donation of lands to a new Andrastian cause. You should make your own move allegrissimo. I would actually say prestissimo. Allegrissimo is like, I mean, allegro is fast, and allegrissimo kind of means like urgently fast, but presto is faster than allegro in terms of tempo. So prestissimo is like fast. Prestissimo is what I would have picked. So we can speak with him first. Duke Cyril, by all accounts, he's reasonably going to win him to our side. Alright, let's do that. Cullen. To whom it concerns, we, the Council of Heralds, declare that the Ylan Base and the holdings of the Inquisition and all revenues and oaths from these lands should be tendered thus to a titled lord as such time as the Inquisition is dissolved, the holdings lawfully granted elsewhere. Signed, Marquise Mantillon, Cyril de Montfort, Etienne de Chavannes, Lothar Ducy, Solange Montbéliard, Laurent de Gislaine, and Germain de Chalon. Boop! This is safe for musical education, seriously though. Alright. We got it all done? We got it all done? Alright. Let's go to that place. The Exalted Plains, is that what I'm looking for? Yeah. Yes. You have stuff to do there, I believe. Okay, so just because I want to keep following it up. A dance suite is generally made up of 4 different movements. The Baroque era specifically. So first there would be the Allemande, and that was the first one of the 2 dances that we did with the Countess. So Allemande literally translates from French to German, and it was a very French thing despite that anyway. It's a relatively simple dance, 4/4 time. You know, the whole line up 2 lines or whatever is kind of, it's not founded in much of anything. Then following that would be a courante, which is the next one that we did. That is a 3/2 time, and deals with a lot of like approach and retreat movements. So I'm not really sure, again, the whole running thing that she said, not really a thing. Sarabande is a 3/4 time, so really slow 3/4. The original dance that the Sarabande is based on is actually a really lively and quick thing out of Spain, but they slowed it down because the French chord's weird. And it's actually interesting because I believe, yes, the Sarabande kind of helped inform / morphed into the waltz later on. And then the gigue, which is a very fast dance, usually 6/8 or 12/8, and is kind of like a jig in a lot of ways, but it's, you know, more of a thing. If, you know, that one of any of the 4 is the fastest and the one that would make the most sense for her to say, like, it's a thing of running, because that's kind of what the gigue is about. So I don't really know what the rest of that was, but I figured I'd just, you know, give some more. Yes, a lot of those did carry into Regency dance. Even though they were Baroque, they did carry forward into out of the Baroque era into the Classical era, which would have into the Classical era, and kept being iterated upon, and that's what came about in the Romantic era, which is when the Regency happened, early Romantic era. I am not wearing my armor. Interesting. Look at this bitch! She's got amazing outfits! Alright. Give me this stupid thing. Report.
Could prove useful, sir.
Okay, let's see here. Shard? Maybe. Maybe not. Let's see. Can I just go up this? Nope. Nope. Leave me alone. No, I don't want. Fine, I will kill you. That man is fire. Not fired, but fire. How does one get up there? Moving on. Schwink. Still don't really know where I'm going. Come on. Come on. You can do it. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. I know you can. Fine. Maybe you can't. Everybody move out of the way. Fuck. Nice. Still managing. Somehow. Hey, we got it. Collect shard. Some of this is stuff that we should have what's his face for. Why can't I fast travel to that? Oh, I can. Weird. Okay. Bring me the heart of Snow White. I think we just have to go over this way a little bit, right? Yeah, there we go. No, never mind. I thought that was a tunnel. That is not a tunnel. Oh, we have to... Oh, right. We have to go in through the fens. Right. I remember this now. Okay. Go this way. Let's see what this does for us, shall we? Nope. About face. Spooky. Well, there's a rift right there, so we might as well take care of that one, shall we? Where's the... I knew there was someone else. Tear him apart. Shablam. Someone gonna attack that? Shoot him real quick. Just a little boop and he's good. Let's sneak up behind this future thing and remove them from the equation, as it were. Oh, I got knocked over. Dumb. There we are. Get back here. Get back here. And close the rift. Nice and easy. Cool. Move in this direction. We just got to make sure we avoid the, you know, the dragon. Just somewhere over this way. What is with the jars and the skulls on them? What is that? Why are there jars with skulls? Well, I see another thing that we gotta close, and somewhere in this area there should be a snowy wyvern, which I'm assuming is white, which will help. I love that attack now because it's ranged. I don't get many ranged attacks. It's nice. What happened to the thing I was hitting? And why did it disappear?
Just when it couldn't get any worse.
And what couldn't get any worse? I didn't want that to... Oh, shit. That was actually a little difficult. Look at that. Slightly difficult, slightly challenging. Who knew? It's possible. Okay. See, there's a landmark over here, and we gotta start searching for this white wyvern. Not that! Not the big guy. Please don't. Not that. Snowy wyvern only. Not a dragon. Not feeling up for that today. These are wyverns. Wyverns? Or no, these are not wyverns. I don't know what these are. Blah, blah, blah. Gurgut? Is that what? Yeah, I was right. Gurguts. Oh, give Vivienne the heart of a common wyvern. Or snowy wyvern. Well, I'm gonna actually do what she wants me to do. There's no reason she's really given me for not doing it. She's just not giving me a reason to do it either, but she is a friend, and therefore she's also right here with me, so it feels kind of like I won't win if I just give her the shitty one right now. Why? See the tail of this thing. This looks like it. Doing a good job. We got this. We got this. Nice. Nailed it. I think that's it. Snowy Wyvern Heart. There we go. We did the thing. She's gonna be happy now. I think. I hope. Let's go kill this thing. Oh, this one's easy. And done? Oh, look, the dragon's right fucking there. No. I can't bring myself to do that. We've got such good stuff here, and this is not that hard of a fight. Ow. Don't appreciate that. Shablam. we're gonna just pretend that over there doesn't exist. Turn that on. And what's this for? Offering to the Dreadwolf. Baelish believe that Fen'Harel, the Dreadwolf, locked the gods of good and evil away, only he walks free. Although they see him as a betrayer, elves still erect shrines to Fen'Harel. One imagines they do not revere him so much as seek to appease him lest they draw his gaze. Excuse me. There's a quarry over there, and I want it. But we're going to get said quarry, and with me in that arena over there with the thing I don't want to touch, or... Hopefully not. I just keep skirting and hitting trees. All I have to do is just click this button. Boom. Quarry located, baby. And a quest. Or quest stuff. Amazing creatures, dragons, everyone, unique personality. This one is being around water, saw a splash of that remarkable sight. Would have joined in her revel, said Caleb, now help me back. Good porter, but timid. I told Caleb and the others dragons much prefer to eat beasts of the wild rather than humans. Unfortunately, I was proven wrong. A day later, the creature turned away from my Gurgut to go after poor Caleb. I hope the brave little soul got to see the magnificent dome of Gullet. I'm certain it's like the inside of the Grand Cathedral. That's... unfortunate. Disturbing. All the above. There's an alarm there, which I'm guessing I did not finish. While we're here, let's swap out for Solus. Might be helpful. Okay. Go check out that Ocularum. Just keeping an eye on my package. It's left another place in Massachusetts, so it's not only in the state, it is closer. I just am excited that it might actually show up tomorrow instead of Saturday. I need it. Oh, I don't need it. I wanted it for Sunday. Sorry. I wanted it for Sunday, and I'm terribly happy that it will actually get here in time because I was not sure.
I've wondered, how did you know to approach us, Solus? The breach opened. We were scrambling and barely had time to think. And there you were.
I went to see the breach for myself. I did not know you would be there.
You must not have been far away.
I was not. I'd come to hear of the conclave, but did not want to get close.
Lucky for us, then.
Supremely lucky. Strangely lucky. Okay, kill the wolves, moving on. This is quite a walk. You know, that's a fair feeling, not gonna lie. I'm faced with having never really decorated this office, and now I have another office to decorate, and like... I kind of just want it to be done with. I don't want to have to really think about it anymore. Especially because in both cases, I kind of want repainting to happen first. I mean, for my office at work, it's because there's actually damage to the wall and it needs to be repainted in order to cover that up. But for here, it's more because I really don't like this wall color, and it would be nice if I could paint it if my landlord allows me to. There we go. All those fucking shards. Yeah, I honestly don't know how long it's going to be until my office at work is repainted. Because then, on top of that, waiting for the painting, I'm also waiting for a lock on my door. Actually, I don't have a lock on my door, which means keeping anything of value in there is a bit of a dangerous proposition at the moment. I don't really want to keep anything of value in there on my own, for obvious reasons. For the obvious of the reasons. Let's see if we can just mop up these real quick. It's getting warm in here. Oh wait, why am I in combat?
Everything's going well.
How do I get up there?
We're out there.
Got to get ready. Got to get ready.
How the fuck do I get up there? What the fuck? I just need to go up a floor. Let me go. Not even like a ladder or little staircase.
Agents are moving into the Dale.
Something.
Demons are gone.
Well, I know something. Ah, here we are. Stairs. Aha.
Got to get ready. Got to get ready. Got to get ready.
So many people who have to get ready. I see. Got to get ready. Got to get ready. Got to get ready. This got to get ready. I fucking get it. Oh my god, these guys, they're repetitive lines. Got to get ready. Ready for what? Okay, that one's relatively easy to get to, I think. There we go. There's this next one that's right over here. Looks like it's on the second floor. So we have to do this fun thing again. Nope. Fail. Nailed it. Nice. Nice part 2. Okay. Oh, you're fine. Only 2 more shards. Then we're all sharded out. For this area, at least. Nice, too. An electric... Nope. Yep, I'm not coming up with anything better. Not tonight. Brain is checking out. Do I really have to walk all the way around this? How do I get up there? Is there a better way to get up there? I go the wrong way. Yeah, it's not happening. Can I get up there from this side? Maybe, actually. Why are there enemies here? Who are you? Huh. I don't know why there are people that I have to kill here. Didn't I already kill them? Did I not? And if I didn't, why? Huh. There are more. Curious. Curiouser and curiouser. I don't know where these doors are taking me. Out. I mean, that's fair, but where out? Oh shit, there's like a whole fucking thing here. Look at this fucking mage with his fancy ass outfit. Trying to... Hold on. Wow, this guy... These guys are not easy. Apparently not. Who am I dealing with? That's a good question. Oh, well. Where'd he go? This guy is a bullet sponge. Phew, that guy was actually hard and didn't give me anything cool to show for it, so boo. Not gonna work. Okay. Let's see here. No worky. Why no worky? Oh, because I wasn't aiming right. His spirit can only be damaged by lightning, then I'm using the wrong thing. Ah! Aha! I didn't realize I had to do another one. I'm glad we stumbled into this like idiots. We have to blow the signal horn now too? Where is that even? Back that way? Of course it's back that way. Of course it's back the way we had come. Of course, one of the shards is in here. So, good thing I came here? Aha! What is all this then? Weird. But hey, we did it, so. We saved the day, and I didn't know we had to. That's our job, though, saving the day. Over, over, and over. Excuse you. See, I thought I had already done all this. Apparently I didn't. Are there other, like, brand parts that I don't know about? Are we actually good this time?
Where did I leave that hammer?
Cool. Let's get this final card. Oh, blow it out your ass. Fine. I should have turned on the air conditioning. I regret my choices. The Reaper noise. I know, right? What game are we playing again? Hold on. Oh, that looks like I have to be up on top of that to get that to work. So hold on, let's see if we can. Oh, not that way then. Fine. Let's try this way. What the fuck? For who? For what? Put it away. Crazies. Shit.
There. Does Hawk ever autograph books?
Why? Doesn't your copy of The Tale of the Champion have a big hole in it?
Yes, but it could also have Hawk's signature on it.
I love that Cassandra's just a simp. She is such a fangirl, and I love it. There must be a way up here. Where the fuck am I going? This is just the way out, isn't it? Like, oh no. I don't know where I'm going with this. Where that's going, even. Come on. You can do this. I believe in you. So that's the only way I can see working. Hey, we got there. Okay. Phew. Now we got to figure out how to get higher. Killing me here. You're killing me. How am I supposed to get over there? I can't. Oh, like that? This can work. Is this how you were supposed to do it? I don't know. But it's how I did it. The final shard for the Exalted Plains. It's done. Oh. Alright. Let's enter Fort Revazan. See if we can wrap this little bit of storyline up, Zombies and stale, stagnant Civil War stuff. But now we can tell them that the Civil War is done. I mean, there is no Civil War. But there are still zombies. Son of a bitch. That was not who I wanted to hurt. Didn't want to do that. Another one bites the dust. There is no war in Bossing Say. As long as no one named Judy shows up, we should be okay. Don't let up. You guys didn't do fuck all.
A victory at last.
Still didn't do fuck all.
That was a brilliant show, Inquisitor. My men had barely been keeping the Horde at bay. Bastien Prou, Marshal of the Grand Duke's forces here in the Dales.
I hate to tell you, but the Grand Duke is dead.
The war is over. Gaspard will never be Emperor.
What? It can't be over. We can still fight. The throne is Gaspard's by right. No. It is done. And we will face justice for supporting the usurper.
Yep. Yes, you will. Womp womp.
We had to retreat from the Western Front. The demons and undead were too much. But it's no better here. My patrols don't return, messages are lost. I've had no word from the capital.
Yeah, he did change tunes real fast, didn't he?
Again, our outposts, the ramparts, or even the garrison by the river. We can't just keep hiding. I want to die like a soldier, not cowering under a bed, praying the monsters don't get me.
I've cleared out the dead from the western ramparts.
You did? Maker's breath. There's hope for us, if the ramparts have been reclaimed. I'd alert our forces stationed outside the Dales, but the chaos makes it difficult for missives to get through. Demons. Those blasted freemen, or whatever they call themselves.
The Fade Rifts are gone. Demons should no longer trouble you.
With the demons gone, our communication and supply lines will open again. Even with the war lost, we may prepare and withdraw with dignity, as soldiers.
I've heard something of the Freemen of the Dales. What do you know about them?
They're a mob of traitors, too soft for war. Thought it was a skirmish or two's and back for supper. Turns out it wasn't, and off they run to the first person to tell them their tantrums are acceptable. Now they want independence. To establish a new settlement. Ridiculous.
I shall take my leave.
Be well.
I mean, yeah, that guy may be dead. Let's be honest. I mean...
Yes, thank you.
He might just be dead.
Able to go back there.
The demons are gone? Thank the Maker. Perhaps now we'll be able to get word out.
Have many of you fallen?
What you see is all that's left. We were 1,000 strong once. The worst part is not knowing what happened to the men who don't come back. Deserters? Or dead? If they're dead, we've nothing to tell their families. Nothing to send home.
Good luck to you.
Ah, soldier's letters. We have a new quest. Let's just go out and grab things. Cool. Love that. Love that. Where's the fucking thing? Go grab things. I don't have anything else to do in here, right? Yeah, I don't. Actually, isn't it faster for me to just... Yeah, it is. My outfit is amazing, you are correct. And this is how Vivian wishes she could dress, because I put her in my old clothes. She's not in my party, I just realized, so... But she doesn't get to look as fabulous as I do, because I get the cool stuff. It's funny, too, because this is actually a downgrade from the previous armor. The armor beforehand is better. But this is much cooler looking. much cooler looking. I'm assuming when I get near it, it will ping for me, so... I know, I wish it could be. It's really frustrating too because I cannot seem to... For some reason, this exact model, like this exact mesh and texture and everything, is... What do they call this one? This one is the Battle Mage coat, right? But... And this one is like a tier 2 Battle Mage coat or something like that. When you get to the tier 3 and tier 4, that's like the really good stuff. But for some reason, the tier 3 Battle Mage coat looks different. I don't know why. Why is there no cheese up here? All this wine and no cheese. Disappointed. BioWare, I'm disappointed in you. I'm going to die if I just drop down here, but I don't want to walk down the whole way. I'm lazy. Am I supposed to be here? I'm getting the impression from the game that I am not. So I thought this would be a simple fetch quest. It's turning into a much more complicated hunt. Just frustrating. Sad weapon. Thematic. Sad weapon. Picked from a pile of goat shit. Alright, what's the quest I'm doing right now? Left to grieve. Here we go. Oh. Some of the dead bodies containing the letters may completely disappear, rendering it impossible to complete the quest. It's currently unknown as to what triggers this. Okay. Book laying on the ground. Whoops. Oh, okay, wait. Yeah, there we go. Last words. Things I will do on my turn. Alright, found one.
Shit.
Well, shit, what? No, I don't want to fight you. You're dumb and annoying. You can't jump, so not my problem. I know, right? That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh god, please don't tell me that it's going to do this. Let me finish this. Not that I need completionist from this, but like... I'd be really frustrated if that was the reason. Like, it's one thing... Alright, Eastern Ramparts. There should be one in the Eastern Ramparts. Soldier's corpse beside the wheel of the northernmost trebuchets falling off the rampart. Northernmost trebuchet falling off. Like this one. Yep. A heart on paper with a gold ring. That is depressing. Okay. Moving up. How do I get out? That's a good question. Got to get ready. Got to get ready. Where's this one then? Barrel next to the road, I think. might be. Your wood wagon. Oh, wait. There we go. Probably would just with his family thusly. Dearest mother, last salary drawn for my service to His Grace the Grand Duke. My brother Victor, my arms in honor, and long may you defend your family. Elder sister Margot, love and everything in the Pinewood chest. Younger sister Bess, the Pinewood chest, and my apologies. May the Maker take me to his hands. That sounds like a reference to something. Mostly looking for dead bodies.
The rebel mages are likely to enjoy more freedoms.
I expect you are correct.
I thought you would be pleased.
I will be pleased when the world we share is not threatened by a blight-corrupted madman. Regardless of who was responsible, the conflict between Templars and mages helped Corypheus rise to power. We cannot afford to let political infighting distract us from our duty.
Agreed. When it is done, I promise what you have done here will not be forgotten.
Thank you, Seeker. I think.
Celine's troops are on the run. Womp womp. I have bad news for you in the afterlife, buddy. Celine's troops didn't matter. All it took was a well-placed word. A little bit of slander, and the Duke doesn't have a head anymore. As you do. You know. Something, something, family values. This is a very interesting shortcut. I'm guessing it's by that pile of dead bodies over there. So I was correct. Eaten by zombies. Unfortunate. I'm not sure where this one is. I have to keep an eye out. It's in the western ramparts then, is that correct? Yes. Behind a trebuchet. Or next to the arranged boards. Well, I'm guessing it's behind the trebuchet since it's up behind, you know, it might be by, well, maybe it's not. Got to get ready. Got to get ready. There it is. And we're done. Cool. Got to get ready. Got to get ready. Got to get ready. Oh, good. They're here too. Got to get ready.
Of course not.
The demons are gone, but yours and
Of course not. Have you seen any of our fallen men out there?
I've brought back the personal effects of your fallen soldiers.
This will mean much to loved ones left behind. I cannot thank you enough.
Got to get ready. I know, right? Turning into a Pavlovian reaction of frustration. All right, let's go ahead and take back this thing. And before I start this, I'm gonna turn on the AC. I know I've only got like 10 minutes left, but I am sweating right now. This is hot. Ugh. I love my portable, not portable, very expensive heater that also plays video games. Okay. It hasn't kicked in yet. It's just blowing air. I need to do more than that. Actually condition the air and make it colder. Please! If I just needed a fan, I would have a fan. There we go. I hear that rumble. That's the good noise. Oh. Alright, let's go across this bridge. Take back that fort over there, the Citadel. Save them from whatever demons or zombies are over there, because I'm sure there are some.
Your worship.
And this is Celine Valmont's camp, so we get to tell them, hey, guess what, guys? You won! Also, there's an elf in charge now. Ow, they just keep coming. Okay. Fun. That looks like it can be lit on fire, but it requires something fiery, which I don't really have. I'm gonna keep moving this way because otherwise we're gonna get stuck here killing the same two guys over and over again. Of course we have to kill this guy and then wait to be able to change weapons because this... Oh, and he just... What? Fucking... There. We burn one of the body pits, we stop the zombies, we kill the ones that are here, and then no more show up. And then this place can be set free for all of the people who get to stand here and go, got to be ready. Ow, they just keep coming though. Why? They do keep coming out of the ground. What the fuck? I already solved this. Just go away. Die already. Killed the big one. How many of these do I have to do? Slowly making our way over here. They keep popping out of the ground. Lots of fun. Love this. Very fun. Lots of fun. Woohoo! Where's the other body pit so we can get these guys to fucking stop? More over here. Why don't I just make a run for it? Why don't I just stop trying to fight these assholes and just make a run for the other burn pit right there? Tell everyone else to join in. This is called I'm Tired. Okay, we burned the pit of the dead, and apparently we still have all these dead people to deal with. Something cruel sense of humor. This is boring. Tired of fighting the same two enemies over and over again. Woo! Okay. Think we got him. Pretty much all of them, except for that guy. Apparently, we gotta kill this guy. Hold on. Okay. Oh, but there's another one. Fucking. Oh, a revenant. That's why. AKA the really bad one. The nasty. The oopsie daisy. Nicely done. Kicked his ass.
The dragon Corythian commands. Could it truly be an archdemon?
One assumes that if it were, we would be facing a blight.
So what is it then? A corrupted dragon? Simply another darkspawn?
It is connected to Corypheus. Such a relation goes beyond mere control. It is a bond.
It makes you wonder if that's all the archdemons themselves are. Pets to beings who no longer exist.
I would not go as far as that. This dragon is a replica, spawned from a creature who aspires to greatness. No more.
Okay, well, let's go into the Citadel. Woo! Right. Don't touch the light. It's bad news bears. Forgot about the light thing. It does the fire and bad. Forgot that this was a magical fort. Ooh.
We couldn't control the defenses. They're all trapped inside.
And he dies. Oh. Can't say it wasn't predictable. Seems like they had a magic they didn't understand and they tried to use it and now they're stuck. And it's my job to come in and fix it. As usual. Is gonna come and help, or are you just gonna keep standing down there with your thumb up your ass? Like, how are we doing this? Do I have to really fight them all on my own, or am I gonna have a team? And if I'm gonna have a team, where is the team? I'm gonna be honest, this place is not looking very good right now. It is looking kind of rough. touch the firelight. Coming back. Don't stand here. Shut it, Solus. I'm on fire. I'm on fire again. Oh, that was easy. That's a noise. Where am I going? Going the right way? Not convinced I am. I guess it makes sense to keep going up. And we need to somehow turn off the big laser beam at the top of the tower here. Also, so we can yell at people. Why are there, like, full-on well-dressed nobility ladies here? Just saying. Oh, they just keep coming. And they don't stop coming, 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 and they don't stop coming. Come on. Yeah? Okay, good enough. Jesus Christ, on basket. Run over here. Close the big crystal thing. That thing. Okay. Maybe we don't play with ancient elven magics in the future. Yeah?
Who's there? Don't come any closer. We have swords.
There is no need for alarm.
We are the Inquisition, and this is the Herald of Andraste.
The Herald of Andraste. Maker's breath.
Ah, so you have heard of me. Yeah, you should have, bitch. Alright, who's the guy in charge?
Commander Jihan, in service of Her Imperial Majesty. Long may she reign. My men inform me that the Citadel's defenses are deactivated. I cannot thank you enough.
The civil war is over. Gaspard de Chalon has been defeated. Celine's throne is safe.
It's over? That grasping brute is gone? Thank the Maker. So much has happened and we didn't even know. Have we been out of contact for so long?
I found one of your soldiers at the eastern ramparts. She wanted you to have this.
Fabienne's ring. She is gone then. I prayed that she yet lived. Thank you. I will make sure this gets to her family.
Tell me about the situation here.
Anything else?
There were orders. A chance for peace, they said. Pull back, they said. So we did. Then the undead appeared. We couldn't hold them back. I told my men to activate the fort's defenses. A foolish move, born of desperation. There was so much about the old elven magic we never knew. We couldn't control it. We retreated, but not everyone made it through the gates. I couldn't save them. We've been trapped for weeks. Supplies were incoming, but who knows what happened to them.
I must take my leave.
Good day, Inquisitor.
Good day. Nice to talk to you. This is it? This is literally all that's left of you guys? Eesh. Oh look. Supply caches. More random stuff. We are gonna stop here though, because, you know, past 11. Yeah, I'm not fucking with this right now. We still have more to do in this area though. We still have more, so... No, I ended the war just yesterday. It's fine, don't worry. It's not as big a deal as you think it is. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay, let's get this settled. Woo, big guy. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, and my keyboard's done charging, so I can put that away. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Come on. Oh, this thing doesn't like me. Come on. Come on. Red. Damn you. There we go. And quit. So, that is our stream for the day. And for the week, unfortunately. So, there we go. Cradle, and we're good to go. Close that. I don't know why it needed to be there. Yeah, so that's our stream for the week. Thank you all for joining. I know this was a weird week. I just needed a little extra break on Tuesday, and I got some of that stuff done. It was good. It was nice. I won't be streaming this weekend, pretty sure. I have plans, so don't look out for anything like that, but we will be planning to stream some more on Tuesday of next week. Same time, I am going to be moving the time to 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so I will be making that change going forward. We are going to shorten the stream down to just 3 hours, 8 to 11. It's just a little too much for me to start at 7:30. You know, it's a little too pressed for time, and you know, today was admittedly more my fault than anyone else's. I got caught up talking to people and didn't leave when I was supposed to, and I had an errand to run on the way home and all this other stuff. But you know, just in general, this gives me a little bit more time to like make dinner and stuff like that, so which is pretty important, as it were. So yeah, 8 o'clock will be our new starting time going forward, just to give me a little bit more time to keep going. So yeah, I will see you all on Tuesday. Until then, I want to thank my subscribers. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. If you are not yet a subscriber and you'd like to support the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That would help a ton. If you can't do that, you can at least hit the follow button, and that way you'll be notified when I go live in the future. But if you want to be notified ahead of time, feel free to follow me at BOSTrophyWife on both Instagram and on Twitter. That way you will get announcements the day of. Usually today was just a really busy day and I didn't announce anything, and then Tuesday was also a busy day and I ended up not streaming. So, but that's the next thing, is that if you want the most up-to-date announcements, especially if something is delayed or if I need to take the day off or, you know, something going on, you can follow the Discord right there. The link is here in the chat as well. So feel free to join our little community. We've got a nice little something going on there. It's a nice little spot, so I highly recommend joining. And finally, if you would like to support the channel financially, but you are already a subscriber, or if you would like to support me financially and you cannot yet subscribe, please feel free to donate to the Ko-fi tip jar that I have posted in the chat right there. Any little bit does help. Thank you again for a great stream. Thanks for stopping by. I'm very much looking forward to next week. You know, we got the really big, crazy thing, Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts, have done it out of the way. You know, it's going to be a lot faster paced from here when it comes to story content. We've got a little bit more, you know, dumb wander around, pick up more shard things to finish, but it's going to be a lot of story heavy stuff real fast. So I highly recommend the next couple of streams. It's going to be a lot of fun. Anyway, I will see you next week. Until then, have a great weekend, and I will see you all soon. Bye-bye, everybody. Mwah.